In a shocking turn of events, the online world has been rocked by news of a popular OnlyFans star allegedly committing a heinous crime. Courtney Clenney, known for her sultry content and impressive following, has been accused of stabbing her boyfriend to death. The incident has sparked a frenzy of speculation and disbelief, leaving fans and followers wondering what really happened behind the scenes of the controversial platform. So join us as we uncover the disturbing event. Be prepared to be captivated by this chilling true crime story. Who is Courtney Clenney? Clenney, also known as Courtney Tailor on her now inactive OnlyFans page, identified herself as a proud Texan and a full-time fitness model and foodie. She recently moved to Miami with her dogs Jessie and Ranger and expressed that the transition was a significant change for her. Clenney and Obumseli were in a romantic relationship for over 2 years before his death. The couple met in Austin before relocating to Florida and resided in a luxurious 3-bedroom apartment on the 22nd floor of the One Paraiso residences overlooking Biscayne Bay. According to a clip from the We in Miami podcast, which was recorded weeks before the fatal stabbing, Clenney disclosed that she preferred to date wealthy black men and confirmed that she earned a substantial income from her OnlyFans account, likely in the 6-figure range. Despite this, Clenney expressed gratitude for her success on the platform. Evidence of Courtney Clenney and Christian Obumseli's tumultuous relationship. Based on the arrest warrant affidavit from August 2022, Clenney had a previous arrest in July 2021 in Las Vegas on suspicion of domestic battery against Obumseli during an argument at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Clenney was taken into custody and admitted to throwing a glass in the direction of his head and throwing objects at him on other occasions, according to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police records. However, the case was dropped by the Clark County DA the following month. The affidavit further stated that incidents of violence between Clenney and Obumseli had been escalating, with Clenney using various weapons on multiple occasions. Security and other staff members at One Paraiso had received numerous complaints from fellow tenants, some located as far as 2 floors above the couple's unit. The management was considering legal action to evict the couple due to the frequent arguments. On February 21, an altercation occurred between Clenney and Obumseli inside the elevator at the One Paraiso, which was captured on security camera footage. The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office released the 66-second video showing Clenney jabbing at the touchscreen numbers before Obumseli joins her inside. Clenney hits him on his shoulder with an open palm, swats and pushes at him, and then grabs and pulls on his hair from the back of his head. Obumseli holds up his arm and uses one arm to pin her to his side for a few seconds, while she continues to hit him. He then appears to push her towards the other side of the elevator. Clenney's hand makes contact with his face again just before the doors open, and she smacks at his back with both hands as she follows him out. At an August 11 press conference, Miami-Dade State Attorney Kathy Fernandez-Rundle described the scene in the video as Clenney aggressively attacking Obumseli. Rundle also characterized their relationship as extremely tempestuous and combative, and expressed that their violent and toxic 2-year relationship did not have to end tragically with Obumseli's murder as a victim of domestic violence. In response to the release of the elevator video, a representative for Clenney stated that the footage did not capture the events leading up to the altercation, and alleged that Obumseli was the abuser in their relationship. However, an attorney representing Obumseli's family argued that the video was just one instance of a larger pattern of behavior exhibited by Clenney. According to the arrest affidavit, the couple had separated multiple times since moving into the One Paraiso in January, and arguments between them began almost immediately when Obumseli returned to the apartment on April 1. Clenney contacted the police during one of their arguments, but no arrests were made. Reports conflicted regarding whether Clenney and Obumseli were still together at the time of his death, with some sources suggesting that they had broken up, but he continued to visit the building, while others claimed they were still in a relationship. What happened to Christian Obumseli on April 3? Based on the key fob records reviewed by investigators, Christian Obumseli left the building at around 1:15 p.m. and returned at 4:32 p.m. with sandwiches from Subway. At the same time, Courtney Clenney was finishing up an Instagram video and called him at 4:01 p.m. and again at 4:33 p.m. right before he walked in. Her last Instagram post was a live question and answer shared as a reel on April 3. According to a recorded statement made to police by Deborah, Courtney's mother, she spoke to her daughter on the phone twice between 4:43 p.m. and 4:56 p.m. During the call, she heard Courtney yelling at Christian to leave and accusing him of lying, but did not mention anything about Courtney being attacked or claiming to be attacked. Investigators determined that Christian was stabbed sometime during the 13-minute window when he returned home. At 4:57 p.m., Courtney Clenney called 911, and during the call, she could be heard apologizing to someone, and a man in the background mentioned that he couldn't feel his arm and was dying. Meanwhile, building security had already received calls from neighbors about a disturbance and had called 911 at 4:46 p.m. Clenney told the police that Obumseli had shoved her by the neck against the wall and then threw her to the ground. She claimed that she grabbed a kitchen knife and threw it at him from a distance of at least 10 feet, which pierced his chest. However, she gave inconsistent accounts of the events to the police, and the arrest affidavit noted that she had no injuries to indicate she was attacked. She also told the police that she was unsure whether her actions were justified. How did the investigation into Christian Obumseli's death lead to a murder charge? On the night of Christian Obumseli's death, an altercation occurred between him and Courtney Clenney, after which the Miami-Dade police interviewed Clenney and released her. The state attorney office planned to review the evidence before taking appropriate legal action. However, Obumseli's family did not believe Clenney's account of the events leading up to his death, and Jeff Obumseli, Christian's brother, demanded justice for his brother on social media. He accused law enforcement of treating Clenney differently due to her wealth and white privilege, and of prematurely concluding that Obumseli's death was not a crime of violence despite evidence to the contrary. The family's attorney, Hanfield, alleged that Obumseli's death was unprovoked and that the responsible party was receiving special treatment. Clenney's attorney, Prado, responded to these allegations by claiming that there was evidence of domestic violence and that Clenney was defending herself on the night of the incident. An autopsy conducted by the Miami-Dade County Chief Medical Examiner determined that the wound that caused Obumseli's death was made by a forceful downward thrust, contradicting Clenney's account. As a result, Clenney was charged with Obumseli's murder. Hanfield expressed relief and hope for justice, and Obumseli's family appeared on Dr. Phil to reiterate their belief that Christian was the one being abused. Bona, Christian's cousin, recalled that Obumseli was excited when he first met Clenney, but stopped coming around once they started dating. The family denied any history of violence on Obumseli's part. Overall, the incident led to an investigation into Obumseli's death and the revelation of the relationship between him and Clenney. The case highlights the importance of thorough investigations and the need for justice, regardless of an individual's wealth or privilege. That's all for this video. I hope you like it. If so, like, share, subscribe to see more such videos. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.